Hey guys, Jeff here. Time for a Bitcoin update video. And oh my goodness, what is happening? What is going on? Are we in the moon? Are we about to moon? Are we? Let's find out, shall we? So, we're looking at a monthly chart right here, a Bitcoin monthly chart. And if we're looking at it from this perspective, it really does appear that Bitcoin has finished the monthly retrace and is going to work its way back up. If you recall from previous videos, I have this line as the line that we don't want to cross. This is the death to altcoins line. Fortunately, we have not yet passed that line or even touched it for that matter. And the reason why is this is the final imbalance on the monthly chart. As far as imbalances are concerned, do I think there are orders here from October of 2020? No, I do not think there are orders here from October of 2020. It's more like we break through this line and their investors are going to lose confidence in Bitcoin and they're going to dump it. That's kind of where I'm going for that. And their goal is going to be to rebuy back in down here in the lower end of this channel range here. So since June of the previous year, we have been stuck underneath this line here, this trend line here inside of this fib channel. And just last month, we did in fact test that line in February. We did not break it, but we tested it, which was a good sign. I still was not ready to say we're moaning. I actually almost put a video out. Watch out for a crash. Watch out for a Bitcoin crash. Of course, that didn't happen. I thought it was happening right here. We went all the way down, back down under 20, but we did in fact recover and then reclaim this line. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's take a look at the weekly. It's a little bit more clear in the weekly what's going on. Right now, we broke a weekly trend, a weekly downtrend that's been going on since all the way up here, which is crazy, since November of 2021 when we had the peak. We have been in a very strong weekly downtrend, and my friends, we just broke it. That's huge. That's very huge. I'm not saying that it's done. We're moaning, but that's huge. Right now, our current level to beat is this line right here, 31,706. If we can beat this line here, it's pretty significant for us to make it past. If we go ahead and look at, this might not really show up very well because it's kinda. In this line, we have a point of control of 3,200. This is a weekly point of control that's unclaimed. We likely tap that in this mess right here. And we're gonna let me put a line there and mark it what it is. Yeah, here. Put a line there. Hold on. Yeah. All right, and we want to label it. We're gonna label that a WPOC. WPOC. Let's make sure we're visible. Hold on. Are we visible? Yeah, I want to be visible on days too. All right. We broke weekly. Well, actually, the daily and the weekly are on the same line. They're on the same level, and it's been like that for a while now, which is fine. So we go down to our daily, and if you see in this daily, we also have a demand or a supply zone that has not yet been cleared in this up here in this area here, and that's pretty big too. It also lines up pretty well with the weekly POC. So what I am anticipating, looking at the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, is we test this pretty soon here, and we're gonna bounce around, and then I do think we are going to retrace back down to somewhere around this fib here, and then depending on where it goes from there, we may be in a very, 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 very solid buying situation, because this right here is lining up to be Wyckoff accumulation, the same kind of Wyckoff accumulation that we had back here. As you can see, it came up and then it had a little bit of a retrace back kind of into like a trend line you see right there. And then of course we hit an all-time high, and it did the exact same thing here too. There's a little bit of a retrace here, and then it went up into our all-time high for that. for that time. I'm not saying we'll go to an all-time high from here. Settle down. Settle your horses. I'm not a moon boy. But that is a very possible situation to occur. What's this? That's not what I want. That's a very possible situation to occur. Some sort of thing like this. And then down here, I mean, we could technically go all the way down here. But that would not, if we go all the way down here, it's not really a very good sign for Bitcoin, if we're being totally honest. But if we come down here and we test this trend line, and then we come back up into this range, I'm feeling pretty good that this weekly trend is going to continue up. We did have a pretty strong market structure break here on the weekly and the daily. And that does give me, this is the first bit of confidence I've had for a long time. So when we look at the 4 hour, let's erase this because it's messy as hell. When we look at the 4 hour, we have a POC here. It lines up pretty close to this trend line. And then, of course, we have our low here. We could easily break this 4 hour low and still come back up. Whenever, like I've mentioned this before in my market structure video, when you're looking at market structure, you want to rely on the next time frame up. So if we're looking to trade the 4 hour, we want to see what the trend on the daily is. And if we're trading the daily, we want to see what the trend on the weekly is. If we're trading the weekly, we want to see what the trend on the monthly is, yada, yada, yada. The monthly has remained, I mean, despite this fib channel, the monthly has remained in an uptrend for a very long time, since 2020. But we're looking at the 4 hour right now. So if we were to trade the 4 hour, we would be looking to do a long order somewhere in this area here. We want to see what kind of reaction we get here first. Give it a couple of days. Of course, you never know. It could just hit it and then pop. Because this is unclaimed. This is a 4 hour pop. It's unclaimed. So I have pretty strong feeling that this is going to get tapped at least somehow before. And this could be a really good spot to buy spot orders. Maybe not necessarily great for longing, but for spot orders. But if we then hurry up and work our way up, we continue the 4 hour trend, we break a 4 hour structure up again, then yeah, we're logging it would be pretty solid. But this is an accumulation, and when you're talking about, let's go back to the daily. Whoa, no, I don't want to leave. Get out of here. Let's go back to, actually, let's look at the 12 hour. There we go. That's a really nice look at it. That's a really nice look at a Wyckoff accumulation here. This is your spring here, and then you're working your way up now into the creek. Jump in the creek right here. Typically, this gets retested before we break out, and that's what we're looking for to happen right now. So overall, what do I think is going to happen overall? So this is all conjecture. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Anybody that's giving you a video that says, it's going to do this, they're just hoping to get lucky. And, they do. People get lucky. It's one thing if you're just trading 4 hour, whatever, or trading 1 hour, or trading 15 minute or 1 second, whatever, and you make a good call. That's great. That's fantastic. But anybody that's going to tell you what Bitcoin's going to do over the next few months is just, they're just guessing. And I've done it before. Of course, I've guessed before. I had us around 50, around this time now. I was wrong, clearly. I thought we were going to be breaking. I didn't think we were going to go this low originally, and then we did. So it's all guess. It's all guesswork. But here's my guess. Here's my guess. I do think this monthly this weekly is going to push us up and eventually test this. Yeah, I do think we're going to test this, but you won't really see that on the monthly chart. You'll see that on the daily and the weekly chart. But I do think we're going to test this, maybe spend a couple of months here, and then I do think we're finally going to break through this. This is a humongous level here. This area right here. This volume here in this monthly chart. We spent so much time in here. This is gonna be like a make or break really for Moon Boys. So let's say we break over this thing and we close a monthly over this point of control right here. I hope this is all visible only on monthly. I don't want this showing up on my lower. Yeah, get out of here. I don't want to see you on anything but monthly. So when we come back in a few months, we can see how wrong I was. There we go. I don't want to see that anywhere else. All right. So let's say we do go over this and we close a monthly over this point of control. I may start talking moon, my friends. I may start talking 80,000 up into this range. We're certainly going to test this trend, this fib channel line by then. If we get that high, we got to get that high first. There's still a lot of confluence out there that something like this is going to happen. I have not given up on the possibility that we test this range here, this 12 to 13 range. We very likely could still come down here, and we very likely could still come all the way down here too. So don't listen to the hype. I'm gonna long I longed it at 15,000 and I'm gonna sell it at 80. That's all bullcrap. I'm sorry, it's bullcrap. No real traders are doing that. Spot maybe, but not nobody's gonna carry along for 8 months. I'm sorry. If they are, it's like $1, and they're just showing you the percentages. It's all bullcrap. Just to get clicks, just to get views. So ignore that crap. But what I do think will happen. I know I keep saying I'll show it. I keep giving you conjecture. Here's my prediction, my friends. We're going to test this line. We're going to come back down here, and there's going to be more volume here. We're going to hit that. I think we are going to come up to this. I think we are going to come up to this range. And I think people are going to freak out. This would be a completed accumulation, by the way. We don't have to go up here for the accumulation to have done its job. This would satisfy an accumulation in the terms of strong hands. And then we're going to have a distribution here, and then we're going to come back down. We're going to BART on the monthly. What it does from there, it's just anybody's best guess at that point. I do believe this is an accumulation. I do believe we are going to come up from here, and then we're going to have a distribution, and then I do believe we're going to come down again. And I know maybe you don't want to hear that. And I'm not saying we come down to here. I'm going to put us at around this accumulations level, and then we'll see what the charts look like and what the economy looks like at that point. This is like Monday. This is like January of 2024, which there's confluence that we won't do good at the beginning of the year. Look at that. December we crashed pretty hard, so could happen again. I don't like to believe that every year the same thing's going to happen, but it very well could. And we're looking at 2024. That's an election year, so things can get pretty crazy during election years. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm saying. Put my name on it, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget we have a Discord channel linked in the description below. Lots of good stuff. There are signals and yada, 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 all that good stuff. You've heard me say it 100,000 times before. Come join our Discord server and say hello. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.